Today we're going to be learning about the fascinating world of ruby-throated hummingbirds. Where can we locate ruby-throated hummingbirds? They are migratory birds that live in the warm climates and the highlighted areas of the United States and southern Canada. When the fall comes, hummingbirds will fly south to spend the late fall and winter months in the habitats of Mexico and Central America. Ruby-throated hummingbird habitats. Hummingbirds are common in woodland glades of flowers, which also occur in parks and gardens in the spring and summer months in the United States of America. They especially like to live where bottles of sugar water have been hung to form hummingbird feeding stations. When they migrate south for the winter, they live in tropical forests in Mexico and Central America, which are their favorite winter habitats. Ruby-throated hummingbirds' key features. Hummingbirds are able to hover and fly backwards, sideways, and even upside down. They are also capable of astonishing feats of flight and endurance. They beat their wings at an incredibly fast rate to produce the humming sound. Ruby-throated hummingbird profile. Male hummingbirds have brilliant colors. The male will have the bright ruby color around its neck area and will vary in colors on the rest of its body. Female hummingbirds lack bright colors, as she needs to be inconspicuous in the nest. The female will have mostly white and green plumage. Wings. Hummingbirds' wings are stiff and narrow and can rotate in their sockets. They are powered by 4 large muscles. They move rapidly in a figure 8, not up and down. Feathers. Hummingbirds have special scale-like feathers that act like prisms to break up light rays and reflect a particular color. In the case of the male, ruby red. In the case of the females, green. Legs and feet. Their legs and feet are very small and weak and used only for perching. The claws are sharp, however, and they use them sometimes for fighting. Tail. Hummingbirds can adjust the angle and spread of its tail to aid in agility. The tail barely extends beyond the folded wings when the bird is resting. Tongue. The tongue of a hummingbird can extend far beyond the end of its bill. It has a forked tip and grooves which allows nectar to pass into its gullet. Hummingbird color code. The ruby-throated hummingbird feeds from yellow and red flowers. Flower power. Hummingbirds fly just like a helicopter, revving rotator blades. The hummingbird whirls its wings with preparation for taking off while still grabbing the perch. Instead of jumping like other birds have to, the hummingbird simply releases its grip on the branch and rises smoothly. Behavior and rivals. Male ruby-throated hummingbirds are aggressive to each other. They also fearlessly attempt to chase off larger creatures like eagles or even humans. Hummingbird families. After the male and female birds have breeded, the male leaves and is not part of the family unit. The female hummingbird alone builds the nest and incubates 2 tiny eggs. The nest is very small, about 1.5 inches across. The female bird feeds her chicks small insects and regurgitated nectar by hovering over them and by softly putting her bill into their bills. Hummingbird bathing. Hummingbirds keep clean by bathing in dewdrops on leaves or by taking a quick shower in a nearby waterfall or a bird bath or a puddle when available. Hummingbird feeding and food. The main source of food for ruby-throated hummingbirds is nectar, which is the sweet fluid of flowers that attract pollinating insects and birds. The bird will dip its bill into the flower's throat and extends its tongue to sip. It also swoops into swarms of flies, catching them mid-air. The bird feeds every few minutes during the day. Hummingbird conservation. There are many ways we can help preserve hummingbirds and help them to survive. We can plant trees for them to use for food, shelter, and building nests. Many people hang up hummingbird feeders filled with sugar water. This provides nourishing nectar for the birds. Also, people plant gardens, which also provide nectar for hummingbirds needed for food. In this lesson, we learned all about the fascinating life of ruby-throated hummingbirds. Thank you for learning with me today. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel and share us with your friends. We hope you'll join us again soon for another lesson on Wonder of Learning. Until then, bye-bye.